right, so this is Just Washington with the Dallas Weekly, and we're here with another segment of Tell Me Something Good. And today we are talking with Xavier and Marjorie from Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, the couple went viral last weekend as we all witnessed Xavier get down on one knee and propose to Marjorie in the midst of the protest. First of all, congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Xavier, the first thing I wanted to know is what made you want to propose in the midst of all this chaos and the protests?
How passionate she was protesting what the protest what it was for. So that made me realize, like, I already knew it, but like that just kind of confirmed it, like, yeah, lock this up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that I would do it, but I had that I might do it sometime that day, and the opportunity presented when it did, and I took it.
Awesome. And did you plan to propose beforehand?
I wouldn't say beforehand. I knew it would happen during the day. I already had the ring. I just didn't know the exact but I think pretty much that it was gonna, like once I go through the ring in my book bag protest, it was gonna happen at the protest or thereafter, shortly after.
Understood. And I was going to ask, like, we know that for some couples and some families, we found that the pandemic and the protests have caused some distress. Wanted to ask, as far as you two are concerned, has these issues that we've seen recently brought you closer together? Because we are in quarantine and all of that. So what have you found that all of this has done as far as your relationship, outside of wanting to be married now?
Oh man, I guess during all of this, we found out we have more in common than we thought, like view-wise. Like, we already had like a lot in common, but actually, when you're like watching news and conversation sparks, we realize we both have a lot of the exact same opinions about stuff, which makes the relationship stronger to me. Both stand for things. We can confidently back each other up when it's time.
Absolutely. And Marjorie, did you see this coming at all?
Getting engaged, yep, because I picked my ring. I made sure he knew exactly what I wanted. So I just didn't know it was going to be that day. But.
Right. And that's understandable because, of course, as you're preparing to go to a protest, especially considering what we've been seeing on the news, you had one thing in mind, and Xavier, on the other hand, had a proposal in mind. So we think that's amazing. We should let the audience know that congrats are in order for another reason. You two are expecting. So congratulations again. And Marjorie, I'll have to follow up with asking again, in the midst of everything going on and being pregnant, what really motivated you to get out there with such risk?
At the end of the day, I thought about it, and like, police brutality, it could happen to anybody. Like, it could happen to him, it could happen to me. I think about my dad a lot because that man is a head. I know he get pulled over for running a stop sign and talk to something serious. Like, it could happen to anybody, and people shouldn't have to worry about like pulled over in a routine traffic stop and not making it, or sleep in their bed and a cop burst into the wrong house. Like, that shouldn't be a concern. People.
Absolutely. I mean, I would like to say that we all agree with that, but we can see we live in a world where we don't all agree with that. So kudos to you 1,000 times for being out there and making a change. I wanted to take a second to ask your thoughts on the mainstream media's depiction of the protests right now nationwide. And I wanted to ask you a follow-up to that, if you feel like this time that is different.
I feel like a lot of people are getting the story wrong and the message wrong. Like, it's not a race war outside. Black people and white people aren't feuding. At the protests we were at, and plenty of protests, it was multiple races like marching together, standing for the same exact thing. And the riots, I feel like that's two completely different groups out there, from the protest to the riot. So I think a lot of people are getting the story wrong, the narrative wrong, and it's just getting the message is lost.
Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, people are thinking that you're out there marching to end racism, and that's something that we do want to end. But the specific reason we were marching that day and why they're marching around the country is to end police brutality against Black people. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are forgetting that racism is not going to go away overnight. And neither is police brutality, Black folks, and so at this moment specifically, because we want them to stop killing us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's great that you, emphasized on that point, because it's very easy for people to lose sight of what the message is. And therefore it makes it easier for the people who are the oppressors to take advantage of that. So thank you for clarifying the real message. Police brutality needs to end. The system is messed up and needs to change. So I guess my follow-up to that would be, do you think America is heading in the right direction based on what you're seeing out there on the ground, not what you're seeing in the media?
Yes.
If we stay strong and everybody stay together, I think it is.
Yeah, you can't. I think we are trending in the right direction, and it may not be, as quickly as people want. People think, but like I said, in the day, these things aren't going to happen overnight, and so as long as we're always taking it, even if it's a baby, trending forward and up, then
I think Minneapolis, aren't they like?
Oh yeah.
I think they succeeded almost in getting the police defunded, or they did succeed. Either way, like
that's something.
Yeah,
that's big time.
Yeah. On top of that, I do see that a bill in New York is pending to be passed for them to completely change the structure of if any claim is against the police officer, it will not go to the internal offices. It will go to the state, so it won't be a biased case, or in some cases it will go to a nearby adjacent state, which is a step in the right direction. They also had some other things as well, but just wanted to come back and focus on the love that was received when you guys dropped down the proposal. When I saw it on social media, like, I kind of teared up myself. And it wasn't just the fact that I'm witnessing a beautiful couple get married. It was really, oh my God, seeing everybody around you. And I did see all the different races and cultures and people stop to embrace the love. I just want to say, did you guys feel that too? Or are you just so wrapped up in your own moment that you didn't see anything else? Because I'm like that too.
I think I felt after the moment when like women were coming up like with tears in their eyes, some newly engaged, just like excited. Cause like, not gonna say every girl of it, but like getting engaged, but like just we all like had something in common. And it was so, I made friends.
Yeah, the love out there was real. Every like first person I after I hugged a guy named Zachary Cohen, embracing, he started crying. Like, it's all right, man. We're in this. Good. And it was just a really touching for the whole.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you two again for making everybody smile in the midst of a lot of fear and pain and uncertainty. But I can tell you on a personal note, when I saw it, it literally made my day. So I just want to thank you again, Xavier and Marjorie, for talking to the Dallas Weekly. Congratulations on the engagement. Congratulations on the baby. And let's just move forward, So thank you for talking to me today. All right, no problem. Y'all have a wonderful day.